try to show you different types of drawings and stories behind it. So if you are an art lover and wants to know the unknown facts, press the subscribe button now. Now I would like to present today's topic. Today's Africa series painting journey will take us to the country known as the land of pharaohs and 1,000 suns. It's Egypt. Don't miss out this amazing painting and story. Watch this video till the end. Here's presenting the mysterious Egypt. Friends, we have tried many times before to know about this strange and mysterious world of Egypt through our paintings. So that means we have previously also have done some episodes on Egyptian paintings. Sometimes painted the Egyptian pharaohs and sometimes the queens. Also sometimes Egyptian gods and goddesses. But this episode we will look at another widespread and honored tradition of ancient Egypt, mummification. The ancient Egyptians firm beliefs in the afterlife and the process through which body could reunite with spirit and start afterlife. Mummification was one such deeply associated with the ancient Egyptian culture that the word mummy has become almost synonymous with it. Friends, here we will see in this painting a priest wearing a mask of god Anubis, as it was a ritual as it was used to be done at that time. The mummification is in the final stages as all the three procedure is completed. Everyone here is in their traditional attire and the special room is light filled with darkness, so magical and spiritual. Egyptians, friends, believed that it was possible to live again after death. But this could only happen if body was preserved in lifelike form that spirits known as the Ba, means personality, and Ka, that means life force, would recognize. The body could then act as a bridge between the spirits of the deceased and the offerings provided by the living. Everyday goods placed in Egyptian graves support the hypothesis that Egyptians believed in a life after death from very early in their prehistory. A popular idea of death and rebirth was based on the legend of King Osiris, whom the Egyptians believed was killed and disremembered by his jealous brother Set, resembled by his faithful wife Isis, and brought back to life by his dutiful son Horus. When opening of the mouth ceremony was done at Egyptian funerals, it was a resentment of the ceremony Horus had performed of his father. After his rebirth, Osiris became known as the god of the underworld. Preserving a dead body was a widespread practice and common to many societies of the past. Perhaps the most well-known rituals belong to the ancient Egyptians, who kept corpses intact through a process called mummification. In fact, the procedure was so successful that we still can view the mummified body of an Egyptian today over 3,000 years after their death and get a good picture of what they looked like. The Egyptians believed that the mummified body housed one's soul or spirit. If the body was destroyed, the spirit could be lost and not make its entrance to the afterlife. This is also why tomb preparations was a crucial ritual in Egyptian society. This process began long before a person's death. and involved the storage of items that one may need in the afterlife, such as furniture, clothing, food, and all the other valuables. Though the practice of mummification began in Egypt around 2600 BC, only pharaohs were initially entitled to the process. These attitudes slowly shifted around 2000 BC, when commoners were also granted access to the afterworld as long as their body was mummified and their valuables were placed into the tomb. A 2011 study on the material used during the mummification procedure in ancient Egypt revealed that the process took over 70 days. During this time, priests worked as emblemers and performed rituals and prayers in addition to treating and wrapping the body. Now the procedure, friends. The general steps involved in the mummification process are like: first, internal body parts that could be decay, such as brains, are removed. All organs of the abdomen were also removed except of the heart, which was believed to be the center of a person's being. The next step involved removing the moisture from the body by covering the body with natron, a type of salt that acted as a preservative and drying agent. Wrapping up the corpse was the last step in the procedure and involved more than 100 yards of linen smeared over with gum. Though these were standard steps involved in the mummification procedure, process could vary depending one's class and status. Because mummification was expensive, cheaper alternatives were offered to the poor. The ancient Greek historian Herodotus described 3 different mummification methods based on social class that were offered by emblemers of the day. Friends, in reality, ancient Egyptians actually loved life very much. No matter their social class, life in ancient Egypt was considered so perfect, in fact, that the Egyptian afterlife was imagined as an eternal continuation of life on earth. The Natural History Museum's new exhibition, Eternal Life in Ancient Egypt, reveals that Egyptians made mummies of loved ones, exotic animals, and even pets as a means of communicating with the gods and preserving the body to journey through the afterlife and reunite with the soul. Picture a mummy. You probably imagine a lurching horror movie villain lumbering out of a tomb with praying clothes straps trailing behind. The truth is quite different and no less than fascinating. Egyptian mummification became a lost art around 4th century AD as Rome ruled over Egypt and Christianity was on the rise. But because Egyptians were masters at preserving the dead, mummies have provided us with a glimpse into the rich culture and traditions of this ancient civilization. So such enchanting and mysterious. Well, what more can I say? We will definitely try to surprise you and amaze you with our Africa series. This diversity of Africa and so many colors and history will draw us towards it again and again. So are you with us? Let this be one family. Let's color the life with Imagination Gallery. you liked and enjoyed today's magical experience of Egyptian mummies. Tell us if you have any suggestion about our drawing session, and do not hesitate absolutely to write here in the comment box. So if you like our drawing session and you want to know about different paintings and story behind it, then do not forget to subscribe our channel. Here's wishing you a starling week ahead. Stay safe and take care. Bye bye.